What's up, guys, and welcome back. Today we're talking about a brand new roller coaster coming to Six Flags New England, and that is Quantum Accelerator. This ride is one of the most unique additions the park has had in over 9 years. But what makes it even more interesting is where it's being built, because this spot actually used to be home to a completely different coaster. So in this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about Quantum Accelerator, plus the history of the ride that came before it. Quantum Accelerator is a dual-launch roller coaster opening in 2026, and right away it stands out from the rest of the park. Instead of a traditional lift hill, this ride launches you forward, not once, but twice. The first launch gets the ride going, and then halfway through you get hit with a second burst of speed. It reaches around 45 miles an hour, and while that might not sound like a record breaker, the focus here is on quick acceleration, airtime, and rapid transitions, rather than just top speed alone. One of the coolest features is the seating. Instead of sitting normally, riders are placed in a motorbike-style position where you're leaning forward just like you're racing. That alone is going to make this feel completely different than any other coaster in the park. This coaster is all about constant action. You can expect multiple airtime moments where you lift out of your seat, tight turns, quick direction changes, and a high to low ground layout, which makes it feel faster than it actually is. Also, it's themed about a steampunk-inspired time travel concept, which adds cool visual style to the ride's area. And what's really interesting is that this coaster is designed to be a family thrill ride, meaning it's not as intense as something like Superman, but exciting enough for coaster fans to re-ride it multiple times. Now here's where things really get interesting. Before Quantum Accelerator, this exact area was home to Goliath, a very different kind of ride. Goliath opened in 2012 and was a giant inverted boomerang coaster. That means you start by being pulled backward up a lift, then dropped forward through the track and went through inversions. Then it did the entire course again in reverse, more like a normal Vekoma boomerang, just inverted. It was intense with multiple inversions and pretty aggressive ride experience. But despite being visually impressive, Goliath had other problems. A lot of riders said it was rough and uncomfortable, especially compared to the newer, smoother coasters that were out at that time. Because of that, it never really became a fan favorite, and over time it didn't draw the same crowds as other rides in the park. Goliath was eventually removed after the 2020 season, and there was a few big reasons why. First, the ride was getting older and would have needed maintenance and upgrades to stay competitive with the ride lineup that they already had. Second, Six Flags had been focusing on adding rides that are re-rideable and appeal to a wider audience. Goliath just didn't fit that direction anymore. And finally, replacing it gave the park a chance to add something completely new and unique, instead of keeping a ride that many people skipped. Here's where Quantum Accelerator comes in. Instead of a super intense one-and-done ride like Goliath, this new coaster is designed to be smoother, more accessible, and way more re-rideable. It fills gaps in the lineup by giving the park a solid mid-level thrill ride, something between smaller coasters like Catwoman's Whip and Batman. Plus, the launch system and motorbike seating make it feel modern, something the park didn't really have before in this category. Overall, Quantum Accelerator looks like a huge upgrade for this area of the park. It may not be the biggest coaster ever, but it's definitely one of the most unique and fun-looking additions. Six Flags has made it in a long time, and honestly, replacing Goliath with something like this just makes sense for the future of the park. Let me know what you think. Would you rather have kept Goliath, or are you excited for Quantum Accelerator? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.